Well, welcome back, everyone. And coming up this weekend, we have the 2020 CASA of the Coastal Bend Virtual 5K. It's CASA's biggest fundraising event. And of course, we need sponsors to throw something like that on. And our title sponsor this year, and actually last year, is Herrman Herrman law firm. I'm joined now with Mr. Greg Herrman. Mr. Herrman, thank you so much for joining us.
Sure.
Why did you feel it is important for you to give back to organizations, but specifically CASA of the Coastal Bend? They've been hit hard with this pandemic.
I know they have. You know, these kids have been in foster homes, and the reason they're in foster homes is because they've been abused, or they've been abandoned, or they've just, you know, something bad's happened to them. For, you know, maybe they lost their parents. You know, who knows? But these kids are so impressionable, and you know, this is the time of their life when they ought to be, you know, feeling the love of a family and the love of community and being taken care of. And you know, if they're just lost in a foster system and nobody's taking care of them and nobody's looking out for them, it's just going to ruin their whole lives. And
thankfully, CASA is one of those groups that are advocating for the kids, and it really helps them give them a decent start at life. You know, in some cases they're already starting behind.
Yeah.
If there is a company out there that's fortunate enough to still have a budget to give to some of these events, what would you say to those businesses to look at CASA as a choice? Look at CASA to give 1,000, 5,000, whatever it may be, to help them in their efforts.
Yeah, I'd say there's no better organization to give your money to. I mean, think about it. These are our kids. These are our future. You know, how do you want these kids growing up? I mean, they're in their most impressionable age and most, you know, learning age and the most vulnerable age. Who else better to support than fragile children? You know, it's just a no-brainer to me.
And it's been a tough time for a lot of folks out there right now. Folks are maybe don't have a job, not getting a paycheck, been cut back on their paycheck. Any encouraging words for those that are having a hard time out there?
Yeah, you know, it's tough. I'd say, you know, hang on, and hopefully we'll get some better leadership in the government down the road. But just my best advice right now is, you know, just quit listening to all the politicians, because they all have an ulterior motive. Listen to the scientists that don't have anything to gain, and this is what they do for a living. For some reason, you know, people don't trust experts anymore, and that's a shame. But you need to start trusting experts. Listen to the scientists, don't listen to the politicians. And if you do what you're supposed to do, social distance, wear your mask, you know, wash your hands, I think we can get through this. Just, you know, use common sense, be careful, and we're going to make it. We're going to make it.
We're going to all do our part. Before I let you go, you've been so gracious about supporting events in the community, and you're one of the more well-respected law firms in the area. How does it feel to be able to have the success that you have had and give back to the community that you serve?
Really great, really great. There's no better feeling than giving. And, you know, if you're going to give to somebody, you know, why not give back to the community that's supporting you? And this community's been unbelievably supportive of Herrman Herrman. And so, you know, it feels much better to give than receive. And, you know, it just does. And so I love being able to give back to the community.
I agree. And I like the face mask, Dallas Cowboys. Our title sponsor for the 2020 CASA of the Coastal Bend Virtual 5K, Greg Herrman with Herrman Herrman Law Firms. You can support them also. They're doing the Virtual 5K from the 15th until the 29th, so plenty of time to give some money and donate to CASA of the Coastal Bend. We're going to take a quick break. We've got more when we come right back.